Yeah, and Natasha, you notice that the winds are pretty light right now, but we have already felt some strong gusts, and the forecast for even stronger gusts tonight is a big concern for firefighters. Yesterday, they told me it was a great day for firefighting. Today, I have not heard that at all. We are seeing a ground attack here in Mandeville Canyon, which stretches into Brentwood. Down below there, look at those crews. I believe those are crews from Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, Anaheim. They are on the ground, and they have actually laid down hose line, like over 8 miles of hose line into a hot spot that is over the ridge here. We've also seen quite an air attack by helicopters today because of stronger winds. We haven't seen as much of the fixed wing aircraft, but we are seeing ground crews. They are hitting hot spots known as smokers. Even though you don't see flames, up here on the ridge, I want to show you these crews. They are hitting hot spots because underneath the ground, the roots of all the vegetation, it could still be smoldering and it could flare up because the wind, it almost is like, you know, when you make a campfire and you kind of fan it to get it going, that's what the winds do to these smokers. So take a listen. We talked to Cal Fire Captain Chris Harvey. He explains why smokers are such a problem. Listen.
They're going to carry backpacks that have these long reels of 100 feet of hose, sometimes 200 feet on their back, and they'll go in and they'll work in and they'll lay all this hose down and connect it all up, and then it'll be connected to an engine up here that's pumping, and then they have little T-lines that'll go off either uphill or downhill. That'll be the actual firefighting lines where they can go and put out these hot spots and smokers. Being able to lay that much hand line is obviously a key element into getting this incident completely under control.
And there have been multiple times where I've seen them, you know, hack into a smoker, and indeed a bunch of smoke comes out of it. So a ground attack is underway here, and this is to, in particular, protect Brentwood. And as we have been discussing, Natasha, Brentwood, of course, is right next to, you know, Westwood and UCLA and, you know, very, very populated areas. So obviously we're in the, you know, woodland areas next to these canyons. No structures are in there, but these crews are working so hard to prevent any embers or flames from getting to the residential areas, Natasha.
Yeah, and they've been working hard for more than 6 days now. You know, Nancy, I wanted to ask, you've been covering how crucial the aerial drops have been so far. And with these up to 70-mile-per-hour gusts expected this evening and tomorrow, we know that aerial drops become so much more challenging because that drop has to come down a couple hundred feet before the water hits the ground. And we know that over 30 miles per hour, those gusts can really turn water into a mist. Do we know if aerial firefighting will be impacted? Will it still be ongoing tonight?
Yeah, the winds are going to be a factor, and that's why we're seeing helicopter drops. But these crews are amazing. They are so good at targeting what they want to hit, even with the winds when they're 30 miles an hour. But the tankers, you can see the retardant that is down there. A lot of retardant was put down yesterday. We talked with a DC-10 pilot earlier. He told me, you know, they put down over 200,000 gallons of retardant yesterday, and that has gone a long way in protecting homes and property. So you can see the retardant on that side and the burned area on this side, and that does show you that the line prevented flames from going further. But again, you know, the wind is the wild card tonight, and there is real concern from firefighters I've been talking with of a new fire kicking up tonight. The winds not so strong as, you know, not as strong as Tuesday night when we pretty much had a fire hurricane, but still, because there's already fire burning, winds could create another major fire event, Natasha.
And we know you'll help us monitor for that as well. Nancy Liu, live in the Brentwood area in Los Angeles. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.